So if anyone on YouTube is watching just like the VODs I've been capturing of this, I accidentally didn't capture the VOD of the last time I played it on stream. I didn't really do much. I kept trying to make this gate work and not being able to, so I figure I'm going to do that again. So why not? He's the only one I haven't beat the first area with of the characters I've unlocked anyway. It looks like there's plenty of room for a second row there. Because the damage scaling just gets so bad eventually that all the special balls he has get stuck at the top of the screen and you can't stop the bottom. That's the problem I have with him. Because he fires backwards. That's his shtick. What special ball types work best with this guy? Chat, for anyone who's used him. What should I be looking for? Other than his horrifically low strength, which I've got +1 now because I improved his scaling, but that's it. I presume like vertical lasers. Sorry, yeah, I said the right thing. Vertical lasers. Exploding enemies might help the balls get through as well. Let's try that, why not? I have to try a different strategy because clearly what I was doing wasn't working. Well, everything comes from the back there. But yeah, ghost balls, like piercing... I keep on wanting to say tears. Piercing tears would be good, yeah. Oh, that... If I aim for like earthquake and laser, that's pretty good, and this helps as well, because the explosion would presumably go larger. That kind of synergizes. Like maybe AoE damage is the ticket to get the balls freed from the back of the room. Give that a go. My homemade beer is exploding again. Oh, I could have cleared. Damn it. I would have got bonus gold that I don't really need. That's a crit for 222. Oh, got another strength that level up. Is leveling up the stats you get in a run for a level up per character? Is it set per character or is it randomized per character? Like, I think that was my 3rd level. Is that always going to be strength +1? Yeah, I up till now thought it was set, but I haven't really paid attention to be sure. Also, hee 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 hee. Getting the vertical lasers, but I guess any laser is fine. It's another special tier. I'm just going to say tier, because that way I don't need to say balls so much, which might upset the algorithm anyway. Especially if you say baby balls over and over. Imagine that might make the algorithm cross/confused/concerned. Hey, there we go. It's not my fault. That's the game calls them baby balls. That's what they're called. I try and use game terminology where possible. Well, not always. I like nonsense I think up as well. Earthquake, there we go. Oh, feel clear. Ah, oh. Try not to get dropped on by them though. Oh, go, piss off. That died relatively quick. And first mini boss will be here shortly. I feel like the extra defense doesn't do enough, but who knows? We'll see. I probably should have done a reroll there. But we've got a clear field, do as much damage as possible. The field is not clear. Not clear. That's where the problems begin. Oh, we got strength. Aha! Nice. That was actually a pretty comfortable kill. Get stuff to level 3 to combine to get the cross fire. Would that be useful? I was taking up 2 of the defense. Really hate the drawing if you're moving at full speed and get too close to an enemy. Let's go dark earthquakes. Try that. The dark. Although it doesn't really get especially difficult until the second boss, plus right after the second boss. That's when the scaling takes a massive jump. Especially in fast mode, but even still in normal mode a little bit. The duck? What duck? Yep, there we go. That opens up us getting access to the cross tiers, balls, whatever. In fact, we'll get them right now. Why not indeed? Oh, I do like that. That was working out well. As long as there's like damage going in every direction from explosions, earthquakes, etc., it all helps. When I said the dark, it sounded like the duck. You have a wax build-up in your ear canal. Seek assistance. Valinar is the one obsessed with ducks. For he is the strange one. Freezing enemies to slow them down approaching doesn't sound so bad, I guess. I didn't really like that selection. Doesn't proc that often. Second boss, before your backup arrives, I should probably try and do a bit of damage to you. Although with him being like diamond shaped rather than flat edge, it's hard to get constant bounces on him. Ow. I walked backwards into an arrow and it hurt me. Ball to get through here, nice. I don't think I've even been offered ghost balls yet, have I? I don't think I have. I can stop that. That's not ghost ball, but that does pass through, so we'll try that. I don't think I'm anywhere close to killing this yet. Oh, freeze helps. There we go. You're not going to be killed. Yeah, there we go. For all that tasty, tasty XP. He gets a lot of, well, if it is set, he gets a lot of levels in leadership. Sure. So maybe you should go baby ball build. Ice death beams? Sure, I'll try that, why not? If it makes them blue, all the better. Well, I get it very slightly blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Tee-hee-hee, tee-hee-hee. More lasers! And it's the one I needed, the vertical lasers. You know, I really should have went for a pee before I started streaming. What is it about cold weather that makes you need to pee more? Is it just like your body getting the chill? I did chug a cup of tea before I went live. Enough damage. Come on. Oof, very lucky. My bladder's getting squeezed. It's not as horny as it sounds. After this run, I shall need to go piddle. I don't like doing in the middle of a recording, which I technically am doing. Or this early into a stream, but needs must. Oh, we're actually almost at the boss. I think this is the furthest I've gotten with this guy. Because if we get to the boss, he's got the easiest time of any character. The boss will die exceptionally easily. You just need to live to get there. This might be the last set of enemies dropping in, I think it is. Oh no, one more rock. I only drink one type of tea, it's Yorkshire brand decaf. Back when I drunk... That is the correct use of drunk there, isn't it? I think it is. Teas with caffeine in them, I liked a few more different ones. Sam, I think it is, or what was the name of that one? ASSAM, I think the tea was called. Earl Grey was nice. Anyway, I'll just stand here and you'll die real easy. And I just, my day-to-day normal tea when I had caffeine in tea was just like Tetley's. That was easy. All we had to do was get to him, and it'd be super, super easy. Yeah, that's good. The Boneyard Trophy has returned. Well, not returned to power, gotten more power. Would. Alright, I'm going to go pee, but you can watch these people bounce, and when I come back I'll do another run and talk about the movie I watched today. I started watching it at 7 in the morning and was done by like 8:15. BRB. When I sit down, do I realise I forgot to flush? Well, I'm not getting back. Already put the shawl around my legs. That back down. Must have been some good bouncing. Could we upgrade? More endurance to C scaling? I kind of just want more strength. Yeah, just upgrade that again. There we go. More strength scaling. Sure, more dex scaling in it as well. Let's play as... I haven't done the ice area with no baby balls to start with, lady. Sure, let's try that. And then I'll do the desert and potentially unlock another area. I'm not sure who with, but with someone. Wait, how come she had 3 there? But why is she starting with 3 and not 2? I'm not complaining, I'm just confused. But she has so much more strength than the other guy. Baby balls. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I kind of randomly decided, but I might continue this trend going forward. For the Christmas season, watch horror movies. But not like goofy ones that I've already enjoyed, like the Friday the 13th ones, or just good ones like the Halloween ones. So I went for what's called... Oh, hello, Pro. It's called a horror comedy from, I think, 2020 or 2021. I think it was just after COVID. I don't quite know. I'm curious if anyone's seen it. I wouldn't describe it as much a horror or a comedy. It kind of falls in between, and as much as that sounds like I'm dissing it, I actually thought it was very enjoyable. It was a movie called The Menu. Who's familiar with it or its premise, rather? You've seen most of it via clips. I was surprised at how many GIFs there were from it on Discord. The lady with the big eyes. Yes, it stars the lady with the big eyes. She's really good. Wasn't she in the Vavitch as well? Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy. Okay for her seen it and loved it. There you go. Yeah, so the premise is a group of snobby people associated with the food industry are invited to a private island by the celebrity chef. And the celebrity chef has gone a bit mental and has decided to kill everyone who has destroyed his love of food. But the spanner in the works is one person there was not on his list and is a prostitute hired by one of the guests. So the film stars kind of like her trying to get out of the situation while everyone else is just kind of like accepting of it and lambasting. Like, I remember Red Letter Media reviewing this years ago when it first came out, and they were saying like, oh, he's very clearly a Gordon Ramsay parody, but not really. He's very clearly a Heston Blumenthal parody. He calls someone a donkey at one point, which is obviously Gordon Ramsay's kind of thing, but that felt super out of place to the rest of the movie. Oh, and his restaurant logo does look like the Hell's Kitchen logo, to be fair. But yeah, like the deconstructed food, like I'm gonna give you a sandwich, but there's no bread, so you just have condiments in a fancy dish. Like, that's definitely more Heston Blumenthal's like pretentious shit food. So that's the more the impression I got. But like, there's critics there that made him not love food. There's an actor from a film that he watched on his one day off that he didn't like. So he's like, okay, that's you done. And his assistant, with her schooling, got paid for, so he's like, yeah, you're gonna die. Yeah, he very calmly tells them why he doesn't like any of them. Yeah. And the lady from Agatha All Along that played the future seeing witch is in it as a drunk old lady whose husband also slept with the prostitute that happened to be there and made him do creepy things. Like, I think that was probably my favourite scene, where the chef takes her aside and asks her how she knows the older guy, and she starts describing what he made her do, like pretend to be his daughter and stuff, and it's all super creepy, and he stops her and says, you don't need to tell me the details, we're both in service industry, because she never gets called a prostitute. It's apparent from the verbiage used. He says, so I'm in the service industry too, and I know what a bad customer is. And they have this discussion where he asks her, like, are you happy with your work? And she said, I was, but I'm not anymore. She asks him the same thing, and he says, no, I haven't been happy for quite some time. And it all culminates in him eventually going against her because she tries to get help for everybody. And she kind of loses her cool at that point and has a big shout at him. It culminates in her just saying, I hate your food, it's shit, it tastes awful, it's pretentious, it's stupid, it's clinical, there's no love. And her monologue ends with her just shouting, and the worst part is I'm still fucking hungry. Because they barely ate anything because it's all tiny portions. So he asks her what she wants. Earlier in the movie, she saw pictures of him, and the only time he was smiling was when he was a teenager working in like a McDonald's. So she just asks him to make her a cheeseburger. And the rest of the movie, he doesn't do any cooking. The celebrity chef, he makes all his students do it because he just doesn't care. But when it comes to the cheeseburger, he says, yeah, I'll make a cheeseburger. And he makes the best looking cheeseburger ever. There's gifs of just the cheeseburger being made on Discord, I checked. Oh, sumptuous. It's a damn good looking cheeseburger. But she takes a bite of it, she enjoys it, and while he's cooking it, he smiles, and when he sees her reaction, he smiles. But then she says, no, I'm afraid my eyes were bigger than my belly for this. He says, oh no. And then she looks at him and says, can I get this to go? And the subtext of this is she's asking him, will you please let me live? And he thinks for a second and says, yeah, wait a moment. He gives her the cheeseburger to go, she leaves, and then everybody else dies in a fashion I don't want to spoil because it's very funny. Oh yeah, sorry, he charged £9.90 or $9.95, which he pays for with a horrible looking $10 bill. Probably has jizz stains on it. But she gets to live, everybody else dies in both a beautiful, funny, and horrific manner. Oh, and once he finds out how Nicholas Holt's character treated her, because unlike every other guest, I guess spoilers, I guess, he knew in advance that everybody present was going to die. Everybody. Like the chef's sous chef, everyone. And his girlfriend dumped him before the event started, so he hired the prostitute to just come with him, knowing that she would die. So the chef gives him what he wants, gets him like a chef's jacket and gets him to cook for him, and then just tells him how shit it is, whispers something in his ear, and then Nicholas Holt's character just goes off and hangs himself. Because all of his dreams are shattered. Hello, car. It's on Disney Plus. It's like an hour and a half long, if that. And I liked the lambasting of fine dining, which is also a term I hate. It was good. I wouldn't say it's a horror, and I wouldn't say it's a comedy, because I don't know why they call it a horror comedy. It's just a good film. And good performances. And a likable main character. I've seen Evil... Well, I haven't seen Evil Dead. I've seen Evil Dead 2, and I watched Army of Darkness a bunch. Yeah, there is no horror in it. There's no jump scares, there's no monster. There's deaths, but none of them are like... Well, there's one that's surprising, but you can see it coming a mile away. It's like the first moment where things take a turn. He brings his sous chef out and starts saying, "Oh, this is my sous chef, he's been with me for years. He is a really good chef, but he's not a great chef. He will never get to the level I'm at. He'll never achieve what I do because of people like you." And I think he mentions like he'll never get the reviews he needs or the start he needs in business. And the guy starts crying and agreeing with him, and then before serving the meal he prepared, the sous chef prepared, he just shoots himself in the face. But again, even that's not gratuitous, really. There's a bit of blood, but that's it. Because everyone, well, Pombre's here, I'm sure he can tell you, the life of a chef is not particularly glamorous one. You have to work so bloody hard. And then you get some asshole who comes in and says, "Oh, I don't really like the feel of your food, so I'm going to give you a bad review." I remember a streamer I watched once mentioning that like they had been in the food industry as well, and that everybody smoked because it was the only way they could very quickly like sort their nerves and just chill for a bit. No, there's no graphic deaths at all. There's barely any of it. Well, there's one I didn't mention that, like, if you're averse to seeing blood flowing out of a neck, but it's telegraphed. But no, it's not scary or gory, really. It's a story about how shit the food industry is, and one person who doesn't deserve to die trying to work out how to get away from someone who's gone completely nuts. Nuts in a very calm way, though. And he isn't like I probably made it sound like he thinks he's above all these people, but no, he constantly talks about how shit he is, how horrible he is, like how he tried to like have an affair with one of his chefs, so he gets that chef to just stab him, and how he's basically owned by the person who paid to like furnish his restaurant. He constantly talks about like he isn't above them. He knows he was part of the problem, and that's why he just lost his love for food. And now think about all the people who try and do like deconstructed food. Like, why would you want to eat deconstructed food? Why would you not just want the food? Oh yeah, and the old couple, one of whom is the guy who hired the prostitute, the other one is his wife, who's the lady from Agatha all along. Like, their sin, he goes to the guy, he says, you've been here like 6 times, most people only come once, if that. Can you name one dish that you've eaten here? We tell you what everything you get fed is, can you tell me one thing? His wife just like whispers cod to him, and it turns out it's not even the right fish. Yeah, the nicest looking food in the movie is the cheeseburger. Although the display for the big finale looks pretty. So yeah, I think I'm going to look for more like horror movies in that vein, just like 90 minutes, if that. And make it a horror movie Christmas season to distract from the shittiness of Christmas. That would be the thing that drives me off the deep end, actually. For him it was cooking in like high level foods. If I was forced to do way too many Christmas related things, I'd be doing stuff like that, I think. I'd be running a Santa's grotto and nobody would leave. Why don't I like Christmas? Because it's miserable. It encourages people to spend money they don't have on things they don't need. No, it would have to be some kind of ironic death. It wouldn't just be like a normal murder. It'd be like, well, maybe your skin could make a few Santa hats. How about that? Does that sound good? Blink twice. Well, I'm kind of limited to it has to be on Disney Plus. When I finished watching that one, it offered me Fresh, I think it was called, the Sebastian Stan Cannibal one. That doesn't really appeal. Isn't that daily life though? No. I grew up in a single-parent household, poor, where my mother put herself in rough situations just to try and provide for my sister and I, so that we'd have presents, and she'd stress herself out. All because of Christmas. But you've got to have presents because it's Christmas. That isn't fair to me. There was one Christmas where she just couldn't afford to get us anything and she begged us to tell people we did get stuff. I mean, we got a holiday, sort of, because we stayed at my grandparents' house while they were on holiday. And she wanted to save face. Didn't want people to know we didn't get Christmas presents. Ironically now, she loves Christmas though. And I still despise it. Oh. I didn't even realize we were on the final boss of this area. It should be a pretty comfortable fight. Really talking about the menu. And going back to the menu briefly, Nicholas Hoult, to me, sounds like he can do a really good American accent. Because he's English. Like, very English if you hear him talking with his normal voice. I'm curious if he uses a similar voice for Lex Luthor, since he's Luthor in the new Superman movie. Every time I say Luthor, I always want to say it like Kevin Conroy did. Because he always said it Luthor. He always said it as like, he very parsed out both syllables. Luthor. Nice. Wait, why did I have something I could build? Oh. Speed scaling to D. Okay, hang on. Not over there. Well, I kind of want to upgrade that when I can, though. Hello, Donkey Kong. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Oh, I just spent all of that. Okay, I need lots of wheat. Yep, you're 9 away in that year. What are they again? Oh yeah, yeah, sure, I'll take them straight to the desert. Baby ball build. Just realized it's like Chris and Meg Griffin going for a walk. Christmas is called Jule in Norway. If we're focusing on just having good food, I can see why that would be good, yeah. To avoid the consumerism part of companies trying to brainwash children into thinking they desperately need something they'll then harass their parents for. Blue Sky notification. A new chat? What the hell is a chat request on Blue Sky? I won't be able to do it because of age verification, yeah. Well, if whoever just did that is here, you'll have to just talk in chat, because I can't reply to messages on Blue Sky. Can't even see them, either. I have a business email if it's business related. I mentioned it. Did I mention it on stream yesterday or did I mention it in Discord today? But you can't even watch bloody Imgur links anymore if you're in the UK without giving them your details. Remember that? The internet is dead and the government killed it. That's good for them. Hello, dinosaur. Dinosaur Overlord, what is your favorite dinosaur? You're the overlord of all of them, but I presume you have a favorite. Because everybody's got a favorite at everything. American Gothic couple involved. Yep. Uh oh. Oh, I didn't have anything to level up or fuse. First time that's happened. Cutest is the Stegosaur. Personal favourite is a little guy called the Ankylosaurus. Oh, is that the ones that travel in packs and eat people in Jurassic Park? The little dudes. They're just fun little guys. Oh, they have morning stars for tails. Okay, yeah, I know the ones you mean now. Humans looked at those morning star tails and were like, what if we made those into a weapon? And that is the story of how the gun was invented, if you don't think about it too hard. Don't me. Dinosaurs invented guns. So I'm falling into the stereotype of Twitch streamer says absolutely something insanely stupid, but you have to believe them because they're a Twitch streamer. Oh. I thought I already had a building that was doing leadership. I guess there might be multiple. Yeah, lean into your role. The Arizonosaurus murder turkey. I probably pronounced that wrong. I do like the sound of a murder turkey though. There was a... Is that a South Park episode where all the turkeys start trying to kill people? No, that was a Bob's Burger episode where like mad turkeys started roaming and they did a Night of the Living Dead parody. Yeah, go tweet the dinosaurs. Well, if you do actually on Twitter, you'll probably get people believing you. Not believing what you've stated, but believing enough to argue with you. Hello, Serenity. Oh, there was a South Park episode too? Okay. That would explain my mixed memories. baby ball army is falling behind the damage curve. I think I'm boned. Maybe that'll help. Maybe. Spread some poison. Maybe that'll help. This fell apart quick. Quick enough to try again. Meg and Chris are dead. Oh, 420 kills on the dot, huh? I could probably build that, even if I don't focus on it yet. Yeah. Just put it... Well, actually, I can swap, because this is built now. Damn it. Move that over there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, get stuck in. Oh wow, that got finished instantly. That didn't quite get finished though. That's okay. Well, that increased leadership, right? Which increases baby ball damage. We'll upgrade that again. I don't really want to place you in the desert. I've already won the desert with him, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't. Alright, that'll do. Without any spoilers, what did I think of Season 2? Are you meaning Has-Been? You must be, because there's what other Season 2 could you be talking about? Yeah. Without spoilers, it was really, really good. Songs were... there was more of them, and there was tons and tons of good ones, and the animation was fantastic. Actual animation, not shitty computer-generated 3D pretending to be a cartoon. And it had a cheese... well, you didn't want specifics, so I won't say any specifics beyond, like, it had a super cheesy ending, which I loved. It was just cheesy enough. Triceratops would spin their crests like a helicopter blade to fly as a hunting tactic. Did you learn that one on Twitter? That sounds like none. Is that what was that monster in Monster Hunter called? Damn it. The one from 3 Ultimate. Is that what that's based on? When he did helicopter mode? Hello Tabas, thank you for the resub for 110 in a row. Thank you, thank you. That's a long time to keep a streak going. No, the two series aren't connected yet, Robin, but they will be going forwards. Although there also was just a recap song for Season 1 that pretty much summed up everything. You could have just watched instead of like, being told everything. Have you been keeping up with the songs part? I've been posting most of them in Discord, just like for the animation specifically. Oh, you they forced you to watch all of it. Damn. I was mentioning it the other day, but I wasn't invested in Season 1 of Has-Been. I was in it for the songs. I didn't really care about the story at all. I cared about the Hell of a Boss story. And now that's kind of swapped, because I didn't really like the ending to Season 2 of Hell of a Boss. There's plenty of places it can go. Both series, or shows rather, 4 seasons in total. If they have it all planned out, that's good. I would say the best song for like animation is Vox Dei. That's D-E-I, not D-I-E. It means voice of God. The animation in that one is pretty amazing, and it's short as well. They also did a damn good job of making Vox into a really, really good villain. Sure. I was watching a post-season interview with some of the cast, and he mentioned that he had to re-record. Well, he didn't say which song, but I presume it's Briar, because that makes the most sense. He did it as like a big show number, and then they brought him back in and showed him the animatic, and he was like, "Oh right, I was supposed to make this much more sinister." So that's the version that they eventually got, because you know it's about everything he did, without spoilers. So somewhere on a file somewhere, I'm guessing, is the version of him doing that song, but as a nice, like, cheery, goofy song. And not the really dark version. Has-Been is confirmed as 4 seasons, yes, that's how many have been planned. I don't know about Hell of a Boss, though. Oh, it's 5 for Hell of a Boss? Okay. But if it continues to stay as popular, it's one of those things where, like, how much money do you have to get wafted under your nose before you're like, no, actually, let's do more. Oh, an unknown. Ew, noxious clouds, huh? Oh, I like that. That's a good one. I've already forgotten what was combined for that. Was that poison plus the ghost? Oh no, poison plus wind. Poison, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm hoping she sticks to her guns and only does what she wants to do, and like I'm sure she's making enough money. Amazon probably wouldn't want to do a lot of like actual proper animation because it takes so long to produce. Like the next season will be a year and a half again, of course, out, because actual animation takes a long time. That's why everybody stopped doing it. I've never gone into detail about why I didn't like the finale to Hell of a Boss Season 2. It was very sweet in general. I really, really hated how how soap opera it felt. I hated what they did with... I was going to say Molly, that's not her name. Moxie's wife. Why am I blanking? Molly! Molly, it's Molly, isn't it? Why am I blanking on her name? No, it's Minnie. Is it Minnie? Shit! I don't remember. What's her name? They say it to each other so often. Millie! That's the one. It's Millie. It's Millie. This one. I can hear Richard Horowitz saying it in my head. It's definitely Millie. Oh, I'm not. Vaggie is Charlie's wife or girlfriend. I can hear him say Millie because he says it at like every panel he's on. Yeah, I didn't like that they did the whole, oh no, she's pregnant, so that's a bad thing. And then everything they did with Stolas' daughter, I despised. Because there has to be drama for the next season, and it doesn't make sense. It only makes sense if Octavia only exists when she's seen on camera, and that bothers me from a storytelling perspective. Because if she actually existed and lived in that household, she would not find her father's collection of antidepressants and think, oh well, those are because he hates me. I really, really hated that. But there's got to be drama going forwards because you can't end on a happy note. That's like tier 2 decks. What is VT2? Oh, Vermintide 2! You can have Vermintide 2 for free? Oh, that's really good. Yeah, if you don't own Vermintide 2, add it to your Steam library. It's free apparently. Oh, it's not more realistic than this. Why do you contradict everything, literally everything I say? It's very annoying. You have to have your ears turned off and your eyes closed to not see how horrible Stella is as a person. Maybe we should return to Vermintide. Especially if it's free. Yeah, that was satisfying when Solus was beating up... What was his name? It's not the Sago, that's the parrot one. Well, whoever. And like, everything with him and Blitz was lovely. My favourite episode was definitely Apology Tour. Just pure depression for 20 minutes. Hello, Allie. That's going well. realise the irony in contradicting me by saying you don't contradict me, right? Just making sure. No, this isn't the shooting from the bad guy. This is the passing through person. Blue dude. How big is the download for Vermintide 2 these days? Could reinstall that for tomorrow. Kill the rats, you trying to invoke my sister's wrath? Oh right, it's a big snake. With a lot of bullet hell. Oh yeah, and death race, that's right. And then pyramids. I don't get the multi-layer thing unless it's just purely to tell you what attack he's going to do, but he's doing the same thing again, so... Oh, it's different enemy though, so it's worms, not scarabs. That's the death beam phase. Getting death beams constantly, yeah. How long is your health can stay at 0 and not be dead? I think I did that without getting hit. Unlocks the ability to exchange gold for other resources. Oh, that's actually really good because I've not been using gold. Oh. Rock monster. Nice, nice. Each harvest the first 3 workers that... Okay. I think that unlocked the next area. Yes. Fungal us mushrooms. Okay, okay. Did I not have this already? Oh, it's that. It's very similar. gonna have to buy this section over here. Hang on. Buy. Nope. That one. This one. Achievement for expanding 5 times. Need to block that up though. No. There. That should work. Okay. Damn it. Oh wait, that still might work. Nope. Well, it's getting stuck there. So the rock monsters there, 13 out of 20. Alright, well I got access to a new area and it's been... yeah, we'll leave trying the new area for next time and that'll give us something to look forward to.